Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, motherfuckers.
Well, here we are, another podcast.
Another day, another podcast. I wish we could do them every day.
No. So what do you think we should do? Should we celebrate on the 50th podcast or on the 100th?
I thought you were going to say like the 50th of Mars. I was like,
Mars? 50th of Mars?
That's what it's called in Swedish, okay?
Okay.
March is Mars. Mars.
So what do you think? 50th or 100th? 50th is probably 50 is a pretty good
That's
number.
going to be soon. I don't know. Maybe on 100 we'll do like that big party we spoke about.
Oh yeah, podcast
the
party
big,
coming.
big party. So, guys, when we have our 100th, however you say that, podcast episode, we're going to have a big fat party. And if somebody wants to be the official sponsor for it, you can send your application now.
Oh yeah, because we're getting a ton of offers right now. So
it's got to be something that makes sense, though.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't even know. Would we have alcohol at this party? We probably would.
Yeah, vodka,
But it's not going to be, if anybody comes in there and they get too drunk, I will personally kick them out.
Yeah, I personally don't
That is
drink,
not what we want to do.
but I would make an exception for that day.
We're going to have a wine date. You already said this.
Oh, well.
Well, I don't really drink either. We'll have like one glass and then we'll get tipsy and just talk shit.
Yeah, I probably get tipsy off one sip.
One sip, that's fine. I don't care how much it is.
Yeah, I used to back in the day. Yeah, I used to drink Hennessy. Like that's actually my go-to drink, Hennessy. So
I used to like whiskey. Actually, Jack and Coke was my favorite thing.
Jack and Coke.
Yeah. Why is this chair so high?
So we are going to be talking about
everything and anything and nothing.
Yeah, that's right.
Just gonna talk shit. We were supposed to have a guest today that had some unexpected events and could not make it. So we're here. We better just do a podcast.
Write it out, of course.
We always have so much to say.
Yeah, so I wanted to actually ask you a question because you brought up something earlier about what you were seeing with the celebrities and all that other stuff that you saw. You want to talk about that?
Oh, yeah. So I was in Cali now after my competition, and I hung out with my friends, and one of them showed me an article. I've seen about it before, but it's become like a big thing. A lot of celebrities are dressing up their little boys as girls, and so the article had a lot of pictures, of different celebrity couples or whatnot with their kids, boys wearing dresses and stuff, and then there was also pictures of these celebrities kissing their children, but not in a like appropriate way.
Wow.
In a very inappropriate way. And I guess this whole thing is about, they're trying to somehow. Do you think we're gonna get shut down if we say
I personally
somehow they're trying to like normalize pedophilia.
Wow.
Slowly but surely.
This whole getting shut down thing, I personally don't care because I really feel like people are getting way too sensitive with people's perspectives and even opinions, and it's quite frustrating. I mean, a lot of people that have a voice and that are actually saying something that makes sense are getting shut down.
Yeah.
And I'm personally taking it personal now because it's kind of like, what happened to the freedom of speech? What happened to just saying what you mind, saying what you want to say, speaking what's on your mind? And it's just kind of, people are way too sensitive nowadays, man, and it's kind of getting annoying,
I think a lot of people are scared. They don't want to say anything. And I mean, it all started, I never had a problem speaking my mind, but I think that when COVID started, that's when I really started talking up, because this things started happening, and immediately I was like, fuck no, this is insane. I said, first it was people started talking about it, and I was like, okay, there is some virus going on, okay, I guess that's normal. But then the more crazy it got, I was like, fuck no, this is insane. And I said, I've always been anti-medication and stuff, but when they started talking about getting a vaccine out, I was like, oh, fuck, no, I am not going to do this. I'm not about this. That's when I started talking up about it. I was like, this is insane. I got to do what I can do with the platforms I have. And immediately I lost reach. I actually posted on my Instagram yesterday. So I was ineligible for all sort of monetization and bonuses and everything on Instagram for, ever since it started. Like, I got the setup thing, I set it all up, but I was never able to. And then suddenly one day, like a week ago or something, it's not even a week ago, it popped up that I was eligible for the monetization. I was like, whoa, oh shit, I guess I've been a good girl, So I was like, okay. I posted one reel that started, getting money for it. And I need to kill this fly. Hold on. This is driving me crazy.
That's great for the sound. Thank you.
So I posted one reel, and then I posted the second one. Boom! Immediately ineligible again. I was like, seriously? What the hell? Then I have a restricted account on TikTok, and 90% of all my Twitter posts now are also getting warnings on them. And I was like, of course. Great.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, even people, there's a lot of hate going around too. Like, people are reporting you. That's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
And a lot of your content isn't like, it's not like you're like sawing off somebody's, like,
but
you know what I mean?
It's different things. Like, either you say things, like political things or stuff about medical stuff, whatever, which is bad. Or you also, I posted this video. This is actually like 3 months ago, I think. So I posted a video where I'm like flexing my abs. And then I put the sound on. Obviously, I put it on to cause a little drama. Mm-hmm. But the sound said like abs or six-pack or a dad bod. So I'm like playing with this joke kind of. I'm saying that, do I have a six-pack or do I have a dad bod? And the video did okay. And then it kind of like stopped. And then now, only a week ago, my Instagram started blowing up. So this video has almost hit 1 million views now. Mm-hmm. And I was getting, for the last week, every single day, I was getting like tons and tons and tons of comments saying that I'm a man. And people are writing, that's a guy. Oh, I can see her dick. And I was like, wow. You can see my dick? I was like, if that's what you think a dick looks like, or that's what your dick looks like, I feel bad for you. I was like, that's a crotch bone, my friend. I'm just lean. Like, and the thing, so people are saying this shit, and I started actually gathering all of these comments because more than half of the comments on this post is just comments about me being a guy. So I started gathering all the comments, and I'm going to post them all. And I posted some on my story, and right away I'm starting to get comments from people that are actually on my side, either fitness people that understand that a person that is lean is not necessarily a man, or a woman that is lean, and also all these women that are like, Max, don't listen to them. So I don't fucking give a fuck. Like, I put that sound on there to create tension. That was the purpose.
I like that you're talking about this because even now people are normalizing bad health, and They like to talk about people that are in the fitness industry that are like shaming these other people, when in actuality, it could be just trolls just talking down on anybody. Mm-hmm. And the fact that you are in great shape, and you're in greater shape than a lot of people that I personally know, and you're getting shamed for looking great, looking good, looking healthy. And it's kind of...
But I think that I understand everybody has different taste in what they think look good. I don't care. People don't have to think I look good.
I know you don't like when people...
But
I get
what they do need to realize is that I'm healthy.
Yeah.
You don't have to like what I look like, but I'm healthy and I feel good and I'm happy. Mm-hmm. And I don't... If I'm not your taste, so what? There's somebody else that is. I don't care. We don't have to like each other, Yeah. It's the same. Like, we're not going to like every single person. We're not meant to be attracted to every single person. Correct. But we're also not meant to bully people,
Yeah. And then, I don't know. And I think everything in this generation is shifting over to so much random things. I can't even keep up anymore, honestly. I can't.
Also, I think during COVID it got worse, obviously, but there are so many people that are sitting at home and they're not doing anything with their lives. They're being lazy, they're being unhealthy. And also, you know, I talk a lot about gut health because I had a lot of gut issues. And I think that all of these people, their guts are not happy and healthy. They probably have inflammation in their bodies, which is going to affect their sleep. It's going to affect their mood. They're going to be in a bad mood. So they're sitting on Instagram. They're feeling bad because they're not healthy. Like their body's just genuinely feeling bad because of inflammation and bad nutrition and everything, no exercise. And then they're looking at all these pictures and they're just getting like upset for all of this shit. But maybe some of them are just like they just can't take that first step to do something about it, or they might not even know that they could feel better and be happier. They don't think they can because they don't know what to do about it.
Well, I mean, they're probably dealing with the fact that they're scared of taking on a journey that they've never been on and all these other things. But
that's too, like, there's so much misinformation in media too. People don't know what health is. Yeah. People think it's healthy to take a vaccine so you don't get sick. But as a matter of fact, it's making you even sicker. It's even making you more sick.
I mean, there's a lot of people. Medication. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that have gotten sick from the vaccine, and they've they've made it public. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I'm so disappointed.
I mean, both of us have experienced. So I have a mom who's been sick for over 15 years because of medication. And I mean, your mother is not even with us anymore because of medications, right? Yeah,
she was taking a ton of meds, and it was like over. You saw the caps. It was like a ton. It was like 15 bottles of medication, and then taking medication for high blood pressure when all you had to do is, focus on your health. And that's something that I was trying to educate her on and trying to motivate her and push her. And that's another thing. It's like when you see somebody that's not as healthy and you want to educate them and help them, obviously they're stubborn because they've never done that before. But they
also probably, a lot of people just trust their doctors.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're doctors.
Yeah. Oh, take this. This is going to make you feel better. And you'll be surprised, especially with with people with what we do, changing your diet and exercise, and you'll be surprised you don't need medication.
The thing is that I think doctors are necessary, but
of course, yes,
but
definitely.
Here's the thing: I believe that doctors are only meant for when something extreme happens, like you get hit by a car and you're dying. Those are the cases when you should go to a doctor. Besides that, you should never fucking go there.
Or if you're born with a medical issue, of course, and things like that.
Yeah, and that's probably your damn parents' fault then, because they had shitty fucking lifestyle and nutrition. And I still think, I have a mom that got sick because of medication. I was in her belly when she was taking these medications. I'm hyperactive, I'm sensitive to freaking everything and anything, and I'm doing just fine. And I don't touch a damn medication. I don't go to doctors. I don't trust doctors. And look at me. So I said, and the same, like almost on both my mom's side and dad's side, all women had breast cancer. But I don't have any boobs. I'm fine. No, I'm just kidding. So if somebody asks, why do I not have any boobs? I don't want breast cancer.
Yeah. I don't know.
That was a joke, by the way. But
yeah, I mean, a lot of these people that are, again, going back to what we were talking about earlier and publicizing your opinion, these people are getting like banned just because they're voicing their opinion.
The world lives on the world, like the people that run the world, they want us to take meds. They want us to get sick. And these days, whenever somebody comes to me and they want my help with health or nutrition, I always say, okay, before we get started, I want you to get your blood work done and your food sensitivity test so that I can help you properly. Because if I don't have that information, I might be telling you to do something that is actually making you worse. So I always say that. And believe it or not, only in the last few weeks, I've had 4 or 5 people come back to me and say, I asked my doctor and they won't do it because I'm too young. You're 5 years old. Yeah, but you know, the regular doctor, they won't check your hormones or do any of these things until you're like 45 or something, somebody said.
Wow.
And I was like, but then it's too late. Are you going to, if that's shitty when you're 45, what do you think you're going to do to fix that? Why don't we do it now before things turn to shit? So I said, fuck doctors, fuck the medical system. And everyone's like, yeah, but you know, I can't go to like a holistic doctor because they don't take insurance. Fuck insurance. I have an insurance that never covers anything anyway, and I don't even go to the regular doctors. And the one time I was in the hospital before my show because I got some sort of food poisoning, so I had to go in to do tests. I refused all medication, everything. That my insurance paid $0. Why do I have an insurance? Isn't that what it's supposed to be for? So I said, fuck that shit. I'm just gonna cancel it because I'm never gonna use. The medication works when you go and get meds. That is going to make you even more sick, so you have to go back to the doctor and get more meds. The more meds you buy, the more money they make on you.
Shout out to Transcend, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Transcend.
Transcend everything. They're my life changer, life savers for everything.
Yeah, shout out to
Bloodwork, food sensitivity test, vitamins, peptides, and optimize your hormones if you need to.
And they have one of the best physicians in the world. So just want to shout that out. Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate you. So honestly, I was suffering from low testosterone. And Transcend literally saved me because I honestly would go to the gym every day, low energy, didn't want to train. I was forcing myself to try to train. And
did you check your blood work again since you started?
I have to take my blood work again. This was 4 months ago. See how it changed? 4 months ago, but I feel amazing. It's energetic. My workouts are 10 times better, and I don't know, I just feel amazing. So
I actually have, so you know, I always talk about the BPC 157, which is, so I have I have a lot of injuries. I broke my wrist. I had a malpractice case, so I had a shitty doctor. I think we talked about it on the last podcast. I said I didn't use my arm I thought it was 8 months, but then when I counted, it was 13 months. 13 months I wasn't able to use my arm or my hand. And got it all fixed, but obviously I had pain. I lived with pain for almost 9 years. And then I started the BPC 157, which is a peptide amino acid, which is great for recovery and healing. And I say, like, it's life-changing. It helps also have with gut issues. I have a sensitive stomach, so I have IBS, which is irritated bowel syndrome. And then I have a lot of friends, like I have a friend who has really bad colitis to the point where she has to go to a hospital several times a year. And finally now, like I connected her with Transcend, and it was just recently, so I don't know if she started yet. I was like, please girl, you have to take the BPC. Like, people are telling me all the time that it's life-changing for colitis, Crohn's, all of these things. But it's good for just general recovery and healing too. And now I actually talked to Jesse a little while ago, so I'm going to try a new product. But I don't like to talk about anything before I've actually used it, so I'm going to leave you to that for now. I'm going to use it for a while, and then I'm going to talk about it. Nice, so I'm very excited.
Yeah, I have to take the BBC also. I want to try it out.
Oh my God, it's like
I
can't. Yeah, it's called the Wolverine peptide. Like, I was always joking around about it because I broke my foot right before my competition. And my coach was like, Max, maybe you shouldn't compete. I'm like, I'm competing anyway. I said, I didn't go to a hospital because fuck those people.
Wait,
I'm
hold on.
shitting on all the doctors so bad.
You broke your foot?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, no,
oh, you fractured?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, fractured.
Is it an ankle
probably.
Injury? Or
wait, where did I drop? Now I can't even remember. Yeah, it was in the middle of the damn foot. So here's the thing. I've broken my toes 4 times in my life.
Toes?
My toes 4 times.
Toes.
So when this happened, I was like...
What are you, a ballerina or something?
I don't even ask. I don't even know. Shitty bones, I guess. So I was in the gym. Oh, so I'm moving out where I'm living. I don't, like, soon I'm going to tell people where this is and where to not live, because This place is a shit show. Like, don't even get me started. But the stuff in the gym was broken for, I don't know, 4 months or so. And I kept telling them to fix it. And I didn't do that. And one day I go into the gym, I have my headphones on, so I'm not really paying attention. And I walked near the Smith machine, and the bar was broken. So the weight fell down on my foot. And I didn't really notice, it just fell because I was standing next to it, and it fell down, and I was like, whoa, it hurt so bad that I almost I got nauseous, and it was just black in front of my eyes. I was like, oh no, that did not just happen right now. And it hurt like hell. Couldn't walk on it. Go up to the apartment, and I realized that there's definitely a fracture, because I've done this 4 times before.
You so dropped the weight 4 times in your foot?
No, but I fractured my foot and toes.
That's crazy.
So I was like, yep, well, I'm not going to go to a hospital, because all they're going to do is do exactly what I can do myself, which is elevate the foot, ice it 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off, get a hard shoe, yada, 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 all of these things. So I did all of that. And then I actually reached out to Transcend, and I said, hey, the BPC, can I inject it in the foot? Because I fractured it. He's like, well, you can, and then I started looking, I was like, where do I put it? I don't have any fat in my foot. So I was like, whatever. I'm going to keep putting it, in the butt or in the stomach, as I usually do, because this shouldn't really matter. He said, technically you could, but either way, I just kept using them the same way I always did. And I definitely think I healed way faster, because... So I got a hard shoe. I started exercising with a hard shoe on. I just bought it on Amazon. I'm not saying for people to start treating their fractures themselves, but I'm just saying that I do that. And also whenever you do injure something or hurt something, you want to have your blood flow going. You don't want to lay still like a fucking dead fish. It's not going to heal properly. Yeah. You want to move the freaking part that you injured. So I keep training, obviously being careful, yes. But I kept training with a hard shoe. 6 weeks later from the fracture, I leg pressed 6 plates, no problem.
Yeah,
I think it's a combination between me keep moving every day, eating proper nutrition, using my BPC 157. Yeah.
I think you're half human and something else.
People can think whatever they want, but I think no matter what people think, because a lot of people like to say, oh, genetics this or what not. Let me talk about my family for a minute. My mom is literally allergic to everything. Foods, flowers, animals, intolerance to electricity, perfumes, the list goes on. She basically can barely be in the world, if that makes sense. For 15 years now, she can't travel, she can't be in areas with a lot of people. That's it. And then we have breast cancer everywhere. Every single person, everybody in my family has glasses, including my cousins had it when I was 10 years old. I'm the only one who does not need glasses. I have sensitivities, but I'm not really allergic to anything. My sister too, allergic to freaking everything. My dad too have allergies. My grandmother, same. And my mother's, all their 3 brothers and sisters, they're all super allergic to everything. I don't have good genes, if that's what it said. Mm-hmm. Everybody has a bunch of just sensitivity to freaking everything. Yes, I have food sensitivities, but I'm managing it pretty well. And I'm healthy, right?
Yeah.
So guys can come and say whatever the fuck they want. And same, my mother was sick when I was in her belly. She was taking all of these medications, which is they think that I was born hyperactive because of all the copper and metals my mom had in her body. Wow. And I said, I don't wish my mom's condition on anybody. She can't live a normal life. That's what I came from. Also, my grandmother, they thought she had dementia, but it turned out to be lack of B12. If you barely have any B12 in your body, you lose your memory. My grandmother didn't remember anything. She has no clue. She's not here anymore, but she didn't know who anybody was. She didn't even know who my grandfather was, or me, or my mom, anybody. So I made sure immediately when I found out about that, I went to check my B12 level. And yes, it was super super low. So I injected B12 for about 6 months, and now I haven't needed to inject it for years because my B12 level is perfect every single time. But I made sure to do something about it before, because I didn't want to get the problems that my grandmother had.
Well, yeah, that's crazy.
And so I say to people, make sure to do things and before you get sick. I know people, I don't want to spend any money. So it's like you spend a few $100s right now on making sure shit is good, or you can wait till you're sick and spend 20 grand or so, or 100 grand. Who the fuck knows how much it's going to cost?
Yeah.
Like invest a little now so you don't have to put all your money in later.
I agree.
I don't think people understand sometimes.
That since we went ahead and talked about, since we're talking about, the flies are around Max right now because she's a shit.
No, it's on my coffee.
No, probably.
I mean, I don't blame them.
Extra
I
protein,
love coffee
I guess.
too, but protein. How's the protein in coffee?
What I wanted to talk about too is therapy. I think therapy is very important, and I'm actually currently trying to seek therapy right now because of I just been going through a few episodes lately, and I just wanted to highlight on this topic because I feel like, especially just people deal with all these issues on a regular basis, and then also they, at the early stages in life, people are traumatized by certain things, and I think that that trauma carries throughout your lifetime, and I'm personally looking for therapy, and because I feel like I'm at a point in my life that I want to continue to grow and to become better. And psychologically, I think I wanted to, not just psychologically, I don't know why I said that, but what I want to do is just kind of, voice this, because I feel like a lot of us need therapy, and it's very important that we take therapy. I don't know. What do you think about that? What's your
Have
thoughts?
you ever gone to therapy before?
Yeah, I have.
I never have.
It's an amazing thing. It's
So that's something I know. So my sister has been in therapy for a long time, and because of things we went through when we were kids, which is, when I hear about it, I never saw it that way, and I don't feel like I need it. But actually, at one point, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should do it just to see. Maybe it can help me. So I started looking for a therapist, but also I don't want to just go to anybody. So I got some recommendations, reached out, they never got back to me, and then it just never happened. Yeah. And I feel like I feel very good and happy about my life and how I am, everything. But yes, I agree. I think I would definitely like to try it.
Yeah,
but I just need to find, I don't know where to go.
I really like therapy because they really tap into, things that you think that weren't there.
Yeah.
And they have a way of bringing it out of you. And sometimes we need that.
Yeah. Do you think it could be do you think it could be bad in any way? Let's say that me, for example, I feel very happy. I'm very happy with what I do, my life, everything. I feel good. And let's say I went to therapy and they start digging up something that I didn't know was there. Mm-hmm. Do you think it can be somehow be bad? Do you know what I mean? Do you think it brings something bad out of me?
I think honestly, I could be wrong about this, and just, if you hear this, just challenge me on it. But I feel like sometimes we do things self-consciously without noticing that we do things. Yeah. And I think that for me and somebody like yourself, this is just me talking about myself right now, but I've been alone for a very long time, and I'm very happy myself. I'm happy with my life.
I'm here. You're not alone.
You know what I mean.
I know.
And I think after a while, when you are so alone and so efficient yourself, like you don't have anybody to call you out on your own bullshit, because sometimes we, sometimes we, the longer that you become alone, the more like, I don't want to say arrogant, but the more you're like, I know, like, I don't have an issue, or I don't have a problem, or everything's great, life is beautiful. But in all actuality, sometimes we do things subconsciously without noticing that could be affecting other people. And that has to do with relationships, friendships. And that's kind of why I feel like when you ask me, oh, do you feel like it's a bad thing if they start digging and bringing things up? Sometimes we do need that. Like,
this is just questioning.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I think so. I'm just
because I had the same question on my TikTok, because right now currently I'm doing this is, I don't know where this came from, but I'm doing relationship coaching, and I really like it. Because the more coaching that I'm doing in terms of...
Can you relationship coach me on the podcast here?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, finish your subject and then we'll do it.
So I'm doing relationship coaching on my TikTok right now. You know, I have a lot of women on my TikTok asking me questions on dating, and
I'm going to create a fake profile and start going
Go ahead, please.
TikTok and just ask stupid shit.
And it's actually growing quite rapidly, and I'm very surprised about it. So,
why?
Because
you're sticking to a topic, and people are repeatedly coming back because they're seeing that, you know, they're probably gaining some sort of information or knowledge that is beneficial for them. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, of course. And this is all based off my perspective, of course, like, you know, where was I going with this? Hold on.
I don't know.
Whatever. But yeah, now I remember. So yeah, I'm actually doing relationship coaching, and I had somebody ask me the same question, because I feel like in relationships, a lot of us come from traumatic experiences from a partner that, you know, you were in a relationship with, rather it was abusive, physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever it was. Yeah. And, you know, we have this thing called, oh, I'm going to go heal on my own now. I'm going to take some time and kind of reflect on the relationship and see, you know, what could I do to change, and what could I do to not select the same type of person that I've been dating for years. And I'm always preaching therapy. I feel like a lot of us, prior to us going into a new relationship, we need to take the time and take therapy and talk about these things, so that way you won't come into the next relationship with that same type of baggage. You may think that you're quote unquote healed because you do self-work, you meditate, you pray, and all these other things. You take more time for yourself, you travel and all this other stuff, but you know, you talk to people around your circle that are motivating you, encouraging you, and showing you love. But deep down inside, there's still something that hasn't been fixed yet. And I'm not saying that therapy is going to like fix all of your issues and all of your problems, but it's going to help you target these things, so that way you won't bring that into the next relationship. And I'm always talking about that every single session. Yeah. And what I'm looking for now, if you guys are listening, is there's a company, it's called BetterHelp. I forgot to tell you that I've been researching. And it's a company filled with therapists that you can go online with, and you could select the type of therapist that you're looking for. Yeah. It's all on social media now, so I think it's pretty cool, and I think it's something that we all need. So yeah.
We should do, by the way, maybe we could do some time. Let's say we selected somebody, or people can apply. I don't know. Let's say we selected somebody to come into the podcast, and you do a little bit of like relationship talk coaching with that person. Yeah. And I could even do, and then we'll do another one where I can come in and I can talk about mindset. Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. I think so. That'd be pretty cool, I think. Yeah. Okay, so do like a quick, not too much time maybe, but coach me a little in relationship. It just depends on what you're looking for in a relationship. And what I like to start off with when I talk to, you know, my people on TikTok, which I'll shout out to my people on TikTok if you're listening. They've been sharing a lot of the content. Is, you know, what is it that you're looking for in a relationship? Obviously, right? Number one. And then number two, are you really ready to get into a relationship? Do you feel like at this point in your life, you know, after all of the traumatizing experiences that you've been through, whether it's life and relationships, do you really think that you are someone that can commit to a relationship at this moment? And if you cannot, don't do it. And then also, what are your intentions? Because there are people that are going on dates for entertainment, and there are people going on dates looking for a significant other. So you have to figure out what you're looking for, because I guess it comes to a time where you start dating, and then you start liking all the attention that you're getting. Somebody that's, you know, either you're going from one date to the next because you're trying to like find something else, somebody else, and then that becomes you getting entertained by men that are taking you out, and you're getting attention, and then you're like, well, maybe I don't need a relationship right now. So you have to figure out what you're looking for. So what is it that you're looking for? Start answering the questions? Please, go right ahead. Yeah. Wait, so first you said, what am I looking for? So I'm looking for here's the thing. I feel like the older I get, the more first of all, the more picky I get. And also I know very well I think before I was like, yeah, I don't care if somebody does this or does that or think this.
Can I stop you? Can I stop you there? You just said the older you get, the more picky you get. It's not that you're more picky. It's that you're starting to realize what you really want.
I gain more knowledge. I gain more knowledge. I have more experience.
That's right.
So I realize what things actually does matter. So I said, first of all, we've talked about this before. I always thought that I didn't care if a guy works out and all of this. I do care. I need a person that understands my lifestyle and doesn't have to compete or be, do it all the time like I do. But what are we like? I am so passionate about health and fitness. We need to have that in common because it's very important to me that I can be with a person who prioritizes their health so we can have a good life together, because I don't want to be with a person who is unhealthy and have issues, freaking mood swings, can't sleep, in a bad mood. Like I want us to be able to feel good and be happy and do things. Like I want to be happy. I'm sick and tired of being with people that are fucking grumpy and always something wrong and it hurts here and it hurts there. You can have occasions when you don't feel good. Yeah, of course. But overall, you need to feel good so we can focus on other things, Correct. And I want to be able to go. I love to travel. So I need a person who actually likes to travel too. And if we go to a new location, I'm not there to fucking have drinks and lay on the beach like a lazy ass. Let's go find a cool gym. Let's go find a cool grocery store. Like, how are we going to be able to do things together? We don't have to spend time together all the time. I actually told my friend today. So a good friend of mine, her man, he works a lot from other states. So he's not home that much. And then they have whenever he's home, they really spend time together. And I said, you know what? I always thought I wanted to be with a person who I could be with 24/7. But I don't. I want to be with somebody who has something, a life outside of me too. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? You need to have your own shit, but then we can do things together too.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be around somebody 24/7. I know some people say, no, but if you meet the right person, you want to be around them 24/7. But you're not going to want to be around somebody 24/7 for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I want to be able, right now, I really, really, really enjoy spending time with the friends I've made the past few years. Because me and another friend talked about it, the quality of people that you met after COVID is so much higher than before. I actually have good people, genuinely good friends in my life, which most of my life I never had very, very good friends. They were always just people you knew, kind of, So to get back to what am I looking for? A person that likes health and fitness, yes. Does not have to be a competitor, and honestly, I would prefer not. But need to respect what I do. Does not need to understand it, but need to respect what I do. I live and breathe my job, so to speak. I love art. I love I don't need to have a day off because I love what I do. I cannot have a person that has a regular job 9 to 5. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to have flexibility. I think it needs to be a person that somehow runs their own business and can be a little remote. Not all the time maybe, but I can't sit around and wait. Just okay, can we have it doesn't even have to be a vacation. Can we go on a trip? I can't get off work. Oh, fuck that shit. It's not going to work for me.
That I was actually going to touch base on that because that's actually very interesting. You actually said this the other day, and I thought about it. I'm like, man, I don't work for anybody, so I could literally wake up and go wherever I want. And being with a partner that actually has a job, it would be difficult for the lifestyle that we're
but I feel like that's why I'm doing this whole crazy getting rid of my apartment, and I'm just gonna be a little gypsy kind of, even though I'll be crashing at your place, sometimes. Yeah. But no, I'm just gonna travel because I'm I turned 37 this year. I want to do everything I want to do right now.
No, I agree, and
it can be with a person. Here's the thing: as far as you asked if I'm ready for a relationship, Yes, but I'm not looking. If it
Okay,
happens, it
yeah.
happens. But I know that even my past relationship now, I was married. That my intention was for that to be forever. I did everything I could to try to make that work forever. Like I'm not interested in just being with somebody just for fun for a little bit. No.
Yeah.
But it's also like if I said I never look for anybody. I have dated a few people like that, but it was always with the intention to see can this work or not. So I feel then you figure that out. Okay, do you think this could this be it? And if it's not, okay, cool, move on.
Everything that you said, and I really believe this, that relationships are businesses at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's a business.
Yeah.
And how I look at it as, because I had this this person on TikTok. They're like, man, like you're making this seem like it's supposed to be an interview, like you're drilling. Like I'm like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Because she was
It
like, well,
has to be.
she stated, she was like, well, I've been with my boyfriend for 9 years now, or whatever, my husband. I was like, yeah, when you dated him, that was 9 years ago. Now in this generation, this is a hookup culture for the most part.
Yeah.
So people just want to go out there and just have fun and be entertained. So now when you meet people, you really have to interview them if you're serious about being in a relationship. And you got to ask them the right questions. Questions like, okay, cool. What are you looking for right off the bat? Are you looking to just hook up with me, or are you looking for a relationship?
Yeah,
And
you have to ask people straight out.
And you got to be very careful, because a lot of men out there use that as a tactic to get with you and to sleep with you. So, and another thing, you have to take your time before you're being intimate with someone nowadays. Not like back in the day where everything just happened so organically and the chemistry was there and everything felt right, and you take a risk and you all of a sudden you see yourself, you're in a relationship. Nowadays you can't do that.
No.
Because first of all, again, this is a hookup culture. You don't know what this person's coming with. You know the baggage, the trauma, all the things that this person's coming into a relationship with. So you have to take your time. Like intimacy isn't everything. I get it. It's a big part of the relationship, and you want to make sure that this person is going to satisfy you physically, but it's not always all about that. You know what I mean? So that's something to look out for. Yeah. But yeah,
what did you say that I don't go on dates. I really do not. I'm not interested. Like I have shit to do, and if I meet somebody and we click, we might hang out, but I don't I'm not sitting on dating apps.
Yeah.
It's a waste of fucking time.
Yeah, I personally think, I mean, it does work for a lot of people, dating apps. It does.
Oh, no,
so
I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm
for
saying
you.
I don't.
Yeah, no, for you. I personally feel the same way, because I tried to get dating apps twice, and I cannot sit there for 20 to 30 minutes swiping, looking for somebody that I'm interested in. It's
I
very
feel like
difficult,
it has to happen somewhere. And I know I don't socialize much. That's the problem. But I feel like it has to happen somewhere where you're doing something
that you're passionate
and you
about.
Meet, and you meet somebody else in that place that is also passionate about something that has to do with your life somehow. I don't know.
I mean, if you're talking about the gym, I can't meet somebody in the gym. I just can't.
But my problem is this. When I'm in the gym, you know these things they put on horses, like these things on the eyes?
Yeah.
I have invisible those when I'm in the gym.
Yeah.
I see nothing. And I'm not, maybe I should start looking a little bit.
I just, listen, if it's my home gym, I cannot date anyone at my home gym. And I'll tell you why.
I like empty gyms. I like to train in completely empty gyms.
If I'm going, let's say, because we like to bounce around gyms a lot sometimes, right? But right now our main home, when we travel, our main hub is obviously Boxer, right? I love that gym. It's literally one of the best gyms I've ever trained at, right? Why are you
saying that?
What?
Are we gonna have stalkers?
Oh, I mean, they already know where I train, so I mean, I'm tagging them in every single post.
Okay,
no.
thanks.
I'm sorry. I mean, we can cut that off. We can cut that off. My stuff.
It's okay.
Yeah, let them try, because we're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
I'm not gonna be there anyway when I travel.
Exactly. If I'm at if I'm training at a different gym, right? Fine. if it's not my main gym, okay, maybe if that happens organically, but I cannot date somebody that I'm going to the gym with because I don't know the future. What if something happens and we stop talking and then you're coming to my gym every day? A lot of people don't care. Oh, it's not a big deal, but to me it is, because that's my place of like trying to focus and zone in.
Sometimes I feel like,
I can't.
do you ever? It's so hard. It's like a friend of mine did a post on Instagram the other day, and it said like, imagine being in a long relationship and suddenly you're back to what's your favorite color. That's kind of how it feels like when you. I don't really want to meet a brand new person because the conversation has to be so dumb, if that makes sense. Like,
what do you mean?
No, but then it's like, what do you like to do? What do you like to eat? No, it's like sometimes I'm thinking like, wait. Maybe I should just like roughly go through everybody I met throughout my life and just pick somebody I already know.
Oh, instead of going through the entire process of...
Because here's the thing. So I don't know if that's a guy thing. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a certain personality thing. But when I meet somebody, I don't fall for people very fast. It takes me time.
Why do you think it's a guy thing?
No, I'm asking. I don't know.
What,
I don't
guys
know.
fall for you
because
very quickly?
I've realized that on different occasions, like I met somebody and the guy would like boom, but like be super in love right away, and I can't do that. It takes me time.
Fellas, you listen?
No, because I can't. No, I don't know if it's a guy thing. Maybe it's just a certain personality that it happens to, and I just happen to
maybe it's just
be
you,
with
Max.
them.
Maybe you're awesome.
No, but I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying it's happened several times. And I also know that a lot of people think that I'm cold-hearted. I've heard this so many times in my life, that I have a cold heart. That's not what it is. It just takes me time, and I analyze a lot before I speak my mind. And people are like, oh, you don't talk about feelings. No, I do. But I can't. Here's the thing. We've talked about this before. I always say that. Do people think I'm lying when I say things? Like, I'm very honest, and I can't say to somebody that I'm love you or I'm in love with you, whatever.
Oh wow!
Until I actually mean that. I don't say anything I don't mean. So if I say something shitty, oh, I meant that. But if I say something good, oh, I meant that too.
Yeah, but I mean,
it takes me time.
What are your love languages again? What are they?
Acts of service and quality time. Quality time first, then acts of service.
Acts of service. So you express your love by acts of service. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
but I'm also trying to say with my ex-husband, because I know his was
probably
gifts.
words of affirmation. Oh, gifts.
No. Yes,
Whoa.
and words of affirmation. Gifts and words of affirmation, and I really tried. Here's the thing: he doesn't really know the languages, and he didn't read the book or anything. But that's what I figured out, because
So
I read the book and then I really tried to dig into what his love languages was, and I started trying things.
Yeah.
And I realized, yes, those were
Okay,
the
so
things.
the words of affirmation. What if say you're dating somebody that's their love languages? Like, what do you do? I'm laughing because I love it.
What? Keep going.
No,
just
sorry.
make it fun. Let's just make it fun.
No, I know I am. But I'm trying to figure out, like, when you found out.
What? Just spit it out, son.
No, it's nothing I'm going to say. I'm just thinking of a thought, whatever.
Yeah, but it's,
I'll tell
spit
you
it out.
out then. So
We have no
if
secrets.
this person, if that's their love language, like, what do you do?
okay, let's
Like,
just say this.
how is your
if
way of-
somebody's love language is gifts, they're out. I'm never going to do that again.
That's why I'm
No, I'm never going to do that again. But I learned that now.
Yeah. So their words, all right, let's go. Seriously. Their love language is words of affirmation. How do you take that approach knowing that that's their...
So I've actually after the whole thing with my ex, I actually started asking some of my friends. So one of my very good friends, she told me her love language is words of affirmation. I said, this goes for, it's not just love relationships, you know? So I was like, okay, so her love language is words of affirmation. Mine is like completely, like mine, gifts is the last one, where words of affirmation is like the next last for me.
Gotcha.
Words don't do anything for me. And I always say this to people, especially on social media. I said, I don't care if you say that I look like a dude or that I'm ugly or whatever. I don't care. It does absolutely zero for me.
I have a question on that before
Also,
before you continue.
You tell me I'm beautiful. It does nothing for me.
But what if you're in a relationship and this person is like really, really in love with you, and they're telling you, Max, like, I've never felt like this before. Like, I love you. Like, you're different. Like, and they really, truly mean it. Like, you're saying that
do you know what is going to do the thing for me?
The action.
You really look me in the eyes when you say that. That's the quality time for me. Because I've had things before where people say things, but they're not paying me any, like, show that you mean, like, that's, I don't know.
No, I get it.
Say
So,
like, people love
want
to use words.
No, you're absolutely right. And especially
Literally,
now in
you
this
can
generation.
just look at me with your eyes without saying a damn word and show that you genuinely love me. Do you know what I mean?
Without them saying is what you're saying.
I don't need the words.
Okay,
of
but what
course,
if that
words
person
can,
is a voice, that person wants to voice their opinion about you and they really feel like this?
Yeah.
Some people, yes.
But
what if they're showing their action? They're showing their
Uh-huh.
actions of what they really feel about you. And they're also expressing the fact, like, listen, this is hard for me to say because I'm,
Yeah.
and they're telling you, hey, look, I genuinely love you. Like, do you, because you're saying that you really don't like words or you don't take words.
No, but
like,
you can do that. But I'm just saying,
how do you
like,
feel? I need to know. Like, I want to know.
yeah,
That way
but I'm
listeners.
reading the body language. The body language is what's going to do it for me. Here's the thing: whether your love language is quality time or whatever the fuck it is, if somebody tells you things, at the end of the day, are you not like the body language is going to change it all?
No,
because I've had people telling me this and this and this shit, but I was never getting any quality time. Then it's not going to do it for me. So I feel like in some way it's got to be everybody's love language somehow.
Affirmations.
No, the quality time. That's the best.
Yeah. Oh, it's freaking light, dude. Hold on.
I don't know. I just have had a lot of people in my life who loves to just use words a lot. But I was never getting any attention or whatever. It doesn't matter. We just look funny on the video.
The light is very interesting now.
I don't know. Maybe I just met weird people, but
Yeah.
I also, something else is like, I love to have interesting conversations where you put your fucking phone down and look the person in the eyes and talk.
That is a
because
given.
nobody does
has to
that
be.
anymore.
Yeah. I mean, people are on the phone, especially on a date. I honestly just turn my phone like off, or I schedule it. Say, hey, look, I'm busy. Like,
I have certain people that I know, like friends, and we will hang out and we will like put the phones like aside.
Yeah,
I love that.
Of course, no, yeah.
Put them a fucking side. You can like not look at it for 1 hour.
Yeah, I agree. So
I'm so hungry right now.
Yeah, me too. I'm really hungry.
Okay,
also.
so how is this relationship coaching going? Are you getting any?
Well, I'm asking you certain
is-
questions. The question that I want to, again, I know it probably sounds annoying, but you said that you don't really, if somebody's love language is words of affirmation, you said that it's all based on how they, their body language, right?
Yeah.
When they're saying these things. So if their body language matches with their words, then you will take, that's what I'm asking. So you take that into.
Send me a fucking text saying I love you. It's not gonna work.
But
because I'm not getting.
Got you. But okay, we're gonna get. No, it makes sense. It kind of does. It doesn't. It
fucking
doesn't.
FaceTime me and say it.
Got you. Okay.
I don't know.
I'm gonna. So their words are matching with their body language.
Yeah.
One. And let's say you genuinely feel like this person does love you.
Yeah.
So you're saying is, even after that, you still won't accept a text message saying "I love you." After noticing that, I know it's. I'm asking complex questions.
You've already gotten
gotcha.
deeper in a relationship.
Okay, I'm just making sure because
Yeah. It's a tricky thing, and I feel like the love languages, like all of them matter a little bit. Like
really?
All of them, you have to have a little bit of
everything.
But you always have the things that matter the most.
I agree.
Right? And it's the same with acts of service. Like I hate when people waste my time. My time is the most valuable thing I have of everything. And I said, I've even said it, like, it's the most ridiculous things that mean something to me. And I think they mean so much to me because I never had it. So I said, like, if you're on your way out, I always say this as an example, and you see that the garbage is full and you're going to leave anyway, take it with you. Do you know how much that means to me?
Yeah.
Or ridiculous thing, like,
just little things.
If you drive my car, don't return it with an empty gas tank. I said, it's stupid things, but believe it or not, people don't do this shit.
Yeah.
And like, I never forget this, and this is crazy. Like, one of my really good friends, Diana, she stayed over at my place, and I had those Sevilla drinks that I love, and she said, "Oh, Max, is it okay if I drink one of those?" I was like, holy shit, she asked if she could take a drink from my fridge. And I was like, do you know how much I gave you her hug? I was like, do you know how much that means to me? She's like, what? I was like, no, because I was in a relationship where there was nothing like that. Yeah. And to me, like, I would come over to your place. I would never in my entire life just take something.
You could.
But I wouldn't. Yeah. I can't, because it's not me.
Even me coming to your place, I still ask you.
Yeah, like, and I say the same, just take. Yeah. I'm still going to say it, but I was raised that way.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
You fucking show people respect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it might, to a lot of people, this is probably like, oh, it's common sense. No, it's not to a lot of people. That's the problem. It's not.
I agree.
And I don't know how the fuck, I don't even want to know. I imagine spending time in their fucking household with the, like, what the fuck?
I don't know how the fuck.
It's like these things that like are printed in my freaking brain that is never gonna go away. So my family is like, I think, the way I was raised, I think that was normal because that's how I was raised, right? So it's like little things. My house was always relatively clean. After you play with shit, you put your shit back. After you eat, you like do the dishes. All of these things that to me, it's common sense. You're polite to people. You ask permission, blah, blah, blah. Then I will go over to like my friend's house when I was a kid. And I said, I'll never forget this. I had this one friend that was a really good friend of mine. And I'm like little. We were friends from when we were like 5 years old. And it was always dirty in their fucking house. And it was so weird to me. How the fuck do you not clean the floor? It's like literally dirt on the floor. But it was always like that there.
Yeah.
And it was so weird. And it's the same. I had a guy I dated when I was younger who would always, which to me is fucking insane, after the gym go and lay in his bed and watch TV.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that's weird?
Gross. Yeah, I cannot do that.
That is fucked up. I mean, but it wasn't to these people. Yeah. But I was like, wow, this is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah.
And I'm not like, I said when I was younger, I was a little fanatic about cleaning, but I'm not anymore. I'm way easier on it, but there is a fucking limit.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up.
So who is my soulmate? What did you get out of this coaching?
Yeah, I figured out where your soulmate was. We need to dig this guy
out. It's a rabbit? No, I'm just kidding.
He was born around like the Viking era. So
he's very old.
Very old.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. All right, let me get back to that. So I'm starting to realize, like, obviously I'm around you like almost every. Nah,
I haven't seen you in a month.
I haven't seen you in like 2 months or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not say that. But yeah, anyone that dates you, number one, because you don't express your emotions with words, and you.
No, I do, but it takes me time.
It takes you time,
because I will never say anything I don't fully mean.
Yeah.
So
but even if it takes you time, though, you don't really do it too much. You do it in a little here. Come on,
a little bit. I'm not overly expressive.
Yeah, definitely not. No. So it has to be. You gotta have a man's man. You need a man's man. You need a very, very strong man. Yeah, a man's man is someone.
A man's man, like a man's boyfriend?
No. No. It's a terminology that it's somebody that is an alpha male. Mm-hmm. Very, very alpha, very strong-minded, is about his business. And you know, you just need somebody very strong because you're a very strong, dominant woman, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you need to be with somebody that means what they say when they say it. And then if somebody says they're going to do something, they have to do it. You know, they got to be on top of their shit. They're, you know, time is sensitive, so you have to be with somebody that understands how time works. And in terms of expression, you got to show that shit with action. You know, you're tired of seeing the world where it is, where people are just saying, I love you for no reason, and they don't mean it because everybody else is saying that shit. So you need somebody serious and is about their shit, and that mindset. That's all it is. Mainly.
I'm about to post my dating videos. You know,
I think you should.
Which is going to be hysterical.
It's hilarious, yeah.
You know?
So somebody that's healthy, somebody that's about their health, and because you're all about that. That's all you do mainly. And somebody that appreciates that, and somebody that appreciates your time, because you don't like your time to be wasted. So, and is intentional with what they're trying to do. So either you're trying to date me to be with me, or you just want to go ahead and try to bullshit me, because I already smelled through the bullshit.
I just need
that's
somebody that's straight up. And I've said this in my previous relationships. Like in the beginning when we dated, I always said, please always be honest with me.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't care if it's something that might hurt me, but don't fucking lie to me, because that's going to make it even worse.
Communication is key for you.
Yeah. And I know that can be hard for people, and it can be hard for me too sometimes. Yeah. Like some things are hard to say, but just fucking say it, because you're just going to go down a rabbit hole of fucking lies otherwise. Like,
I agree.
Whatever it is, just freaking speak up.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Ben?
I'll do your relationship thing next time.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect. That's fine. Yeah, let's do that. Let's start off with that in the next podcast. Yeah. That'd be very interesting. But again, shout out to all the listeners. I really appreciate you guys. We really appreciate you guys reposting and commenting on our podcast. We're just, you know.
I love when people are writing to like, when is the next episode coming? Yeah. I'm like, no, it's coming. That's what we're doing so many now, because it's so funny to see how people love it so much. And I've realized that it's a lot of people's cardio entertainment.
Yeah, it is. I figured that out too.
That's what I said. I wish we could do them every day. Imagine. We will.
You get to a point.
I think we should do if we could do 3 per week, that would be perfect.
Yeah, every day, I don't know, but 3 per week.
Maybe whenever I am here and we're in the same place, we should try to do a few every week.
Yeah, I agree. Where's our next destination going to be, you think, country-wise?
Turkey.
Well.
Oh, you mean to live?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because apparently we have to stick together with this. Thailand.
What, we're going to just fly with all the podcast equipment? I mean, we can, I guess. And all my camera equipment.
No.
Max and Achilles and the 12 suitcases.
No. Yeah, that's...
How much is that going to cost?
Yeah, too much.
Did I tell you that when I flew from Vegas, so I had 5 bags because I competed, right? Mm-hmm. So I checked in 3 of them. They charged me $150 for the 3rd suitcase. It's like a fucking joke. Do you know that it was a tiny ass duffel bag?
Wow.
And also, my other suitcase was 2 pounds too heavy, but I had all my costumes from stage. Mm-hmm. So there was just nothing. I was like, there's no way I'm opening that one. So I had to pay $100 for the overweight and $150 for the 3rd bag.
Wow.
I used to like American Airlines, but screw them now.
Oh, well, there you go. We have a new airline that we may be working with. But again, guys, thank you so much for listening. And goodbye, motherfuckers.
Adios, motherfuckers.